So I got some other stuff for you. This is, we're going to go along the lines of, a while ago, there was a guy alive, built a couple amusement parks. His name was Walt Disney. And Walt figured out that he missed something in building the amusement parks. So he made a change. And he also brought out a movie, and also I think a TV series, called Johnny Tremain. Now some of you may have had it as required reading. I did. And I recommend we all pick it up again. But here's a couple clips and just some ideas, because like in V for Vendetta, ideas are bulletproof. Liberty and freedom, you can't kill them.
I am a soldier, sir, and must take my orders from the ministry and power. Those orders are explicit. I must not open this port to any trade whatsoever until the tea has been paid for to the last shilling. And I must stamp out vigorously the least sign of resistance to the ministry's policy. In this connection, there are certain things to which I can no longer close my eyes. The illegal bodies of militia, for instance, drilling on every village green. They must be disbanded. And I am also aware that considerable stores of munitions are being assembled. They must be surrendered at once. That is why I sent for you.
I'm sorry, General, but that I do not have the power to do.
Why not?
Because free men will never consent to give up the means of defending their liberties.
Good day, Doctor.
Good day, sir.
You realize, Doctor, this means that I must enforce my orders.
I do, sir. We have our duty. We cannot deny you yours.
Well, there you have it, huh? This was, once again, from Walt Disney. Once again, required reading when I went through school was Johnny Tremain. And what you hopefully picked up there, the idea, the thing that will burn in you and you won't lose, you know, that freedom, that liberty idea. I'm going to read to you the Article 2 of the Bill of Rights. And it says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. We just, or at least I covered to you some of what the FBI thought was necessary with their Joint Terrorism Task Force, where they wanted to identify individuals who said, I defend the Constitution. Meanwhile, the Constitution says what? It says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Tyranny always comes back. History tends to repeat itself. We have to decide, what do we want for our children? What do we want for the future? So I have that thought for you. We also, I want to give you one more, I got a couple quotes that I like that go along with this, and it has to do with the Second Amendment, just so you know how some of the, founding fathers thought. And one is from George Washington, and this is what Washington said. Firearms stand next in importance to the Constitution itself. They are the people's liberty teeth keystone. The rifle and the pistol are equally indispensable. More than 99% of them, by their silence, indicate that they are in safe and sane hands. The very atmosphere of firearms everywhere restrains evil interference. When firearms go, all goes. We need them every hour. That was by George Washington, and he was addressing the first session of Congress. Just so you know how your founding fathers thought. And once again, as you go through your checkpoints, and they ask you, where are your papers? Maybe you can start considering what liberty means and what you want for your children. And the idea, I think it was Franklin who said, those who would give up their liberty for security will get neither.